everyone, welcome back to Project Zomboid. So here we are in our little house still, and we've had a hearty day's work of farming and automotive mechanical engineering stuff yesterday, previous episode. So today we are going to start off by eating a delicious vegetable and pear salad, because why not? And the next thing we're going to do, since we have increased our stats quite remarkably since we first started a few game weeks ago, we are going to make a mod, or part of a mod, that is called the Skill Book Journal, something like that. I forget what the exact name of it is. Basically with a notebook and glue and leather strips that you get from cutting up leather coats and gloves, you can combine them into a bound journal. So we're going to make that now. And what that allows us to do, there we go, it's created a bound journal, a skill recovery journal, that's what the mod's called. And what this allows us to do is to make a journal of all our skills, basically. All the skills that we've got here. I'm not sure if it includes fitness and strength, but certainly all these skills here, the progress we've made, how far we've come, that sort of thing. It will take a log of those, and then should we die again sometime and Felden the Third comes along, if he can find that book, he can read it and get his skills back. So let's transcribe into the journal all of our skills, because we have a pen and a pencil, in fact, and one more. But let's give that a shot. Now that will take a little bit of time because we do have quite a lot of skills we've been working on, but once that's done we'll have a record of it, and we'll have to keep updating it as time goes on and we get more skills. But that will be very useful in the future, should we need it. Hopefully we won't, but you never know. And our next plan, after this, we're going to probably have a bit of a nap until the sun comes up, and then head down to check out a few more buildings, because we need to get a couple of generators. Now I know we've got one for this base, for when when the power goes out. We do have one generator for here, which we'll also need to set up on the roof at some point. But we're also going to need a generator for the fuel station, or any petrol station that we want to sort of set up for use. They will need a generator there so we can pump petrol out of the petrol tanks. And also we're going to need one for when we go find a farm as well. Assuming any of the farms that we find don't actually have generators on them. And they might do, so we'll have to keep an eye out and see what comes along. But yeah, essentially what we're going to do once this is finished and we've had a nap is drive down. We're going to have one last quick scour through the bookstore on the way. The bookstore? The bookshop. And just see if they have any of the mechanics magazines that we might have missed. Extra mechanics books we haven't got already. And particularly we need the farm equipment books, because we're going to probably need to repair tractors. And I think it's just one magazine for those. But in fact, what was this transcribing? Let's have a quick look. Under training materials, recipes, it is... yes, the Agro-Style Machinery in Agriculture Volume 1, I think that is. That we will have to find, because that will enable us to repair farm equipment, tractors, ploughs, seeders, all that sort of stuff. And I think possibly make upgrades for them as well, so long as we have the appropriate metalworking and mechanic skills as well. So I shall get on with this, and see you back in the morning when we are out on the road. And our first stop is the hardware store. I'm just going to pop in and see if there's anything that we missed here. And as it turns out, there were a couple of odds and ends that were useful. Okay, the next stop was the bookshop. And we had a quick rummage around, didn't find too much, but we did at least come out with a copy of Mechanics Volume 5, which will be useful. And a couple of friends came to visit while we were there. Okay, and from there we backtracked a little bit, went down a side road past one of the old car wrecks that we'd had a look at before, down towards a church with a little community centre and a big car park in the hopes of finding maybe some more vehicles to tinker with. And what we found were two fairly good condition cars, no keys, and a number of zombies to get rid of. Well, there wasn't much here. Not as much as I would have wanted anyway, vehicles-wise. But we might be able to borrow this one. We can either find the key or hotwire it. Might be nice to have a sports car to zoom around in. Well, an old muscle car. Ah, this one's counted as standard. Interesting. But we don't have basic mechanics, so we can't uninstall the windows yet. That is in pretty good condition. Well, that didn't go so well, did it? Once again, I managed to fumble my controls. I was far too zoomed out, and I am damaged. That is not a good sign. Well, I think we are going to have to get into whatever this little building is and see if we can find some food and have a bit of a rest. Okay. Let's see if there's any food we can eat. And let's take some painkillers as well, just in case that helps. See if we can find anything useful upstairs, maybe a slightly better sleeping arrangement. I'm still hearing zombies floating around here though, that's not good. Oh, an empty room. Oh dear, and I'm getting hot as well. That's not a good sign. I have a feeling I may be infected. Ah, here we go. This is what we were looking for. We are going to have a sleep, hopefully on this couch here. Average quality, but it's better than nothing. Oh dear. Yeah, this is not looking good. Not looking good at all. Typical. Absolutely typical. Okay, well, it was a good thing we used that journal, wasn't it? What we are going to do is head back to base. We're going to abandon ship for right now. We might check a couple of these. Have another drink. Refill our water bottle. Clean the dirty bandage so at least we have a spare if we need it. And I might just check that storeroom quick. Nope, nothing good. We are going to run around her. And get out of here. Because I'm going to die. Again. Lovely. I'll try not to crash and wreck this vehicle. Luckily we do have some spares, but I have a feeling this is going to be the end of Feldin the Second? We shall see. Park it out front. We'll see what we can do with our supplies while we've got a moment. Well, we did get a couple more mechanics books. Not the volume we wanted, but better than nothing. And we shall pop that in there. And let's see. Oh, we've got a dirty bandage again already. Okay. Well, let's remove it and just apply another sterilised bandage to it. Because I have a feeling this is not going to go well, but you never know. We might come out of this okay. What I need to do is find a cooking pot. Please tell me I have a cooking pot in here. I thought I did. Do I not? Not there. Not there. And not in either of these two, I'm sure. Oh, we do have another empty bowl, we'll have that. No, no sign of a cooking pot. Okay. In that case, we may have to use a saucepan. Do we have a saucepan at least? We don't even have a... Cool, blimey, I've been lacking on my cooking items, that's for sure. Oh dear. Well, maybe next time Feldin will be a little smarter and do that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm done for. Fairly sure now. But nonetheless, we will try and get some more sterilised bandages on the go. Can we actually use this to make sterilised bandages? I don't think we can. It's certainly not letting me. Oh, what we will do before we finally kick off is read this, or transcribe everything else into this book. I'm not sure what else we've got, but we're going to learn it. Because I am on my way out once more. Now let's have a sleep. Terminal damage. Well, let's see if I can at least make it to the toilet and close the door. Is there a light switch in here? I actually don't see a light switch in here anywhere. Odd. Should be one. Ah, there it is. Oh dear. Well, such is life. Feldin is about to expire and become a zombie. Let's sit on the ground and wait for the inevitable. Dramatic death scene. Ah, there you have it, folks. 19 days, 2 hours, 96 zombies down. And Feldin II has carked it. Farewell, Feldin. We shall see you again someday, no doubt. In the not too distant future. So thanks for watching everyone, and we'll see you next time. Cheerio.